Not when you're walking.
What's happening? What's happening? Yes, I am live. Thanks for letting me know, Samsung. Oh boy. Figure I'll do this video live because I don't got enough space in my phone, and yeah, with this it doesn't take up your actual space. Peace to y'all 4 people in the building, everybody that may come through. Right now I'm going to meet my peoples at some cheap drink place in Ludlow in the village or whatever. But oh boy, what a couple of days it's been around this sector place. Let me see if I can get a chat popping. Well, I guess if someone says something I'll be able to see it. I'm not sure, but salute to all 5 of y'all and whomever may continue to come. But man, oh man, the hypocrisy is just astounding. All of a sudden, I'm training Broad Titty Man just because I was at work and happened to see that Tommy Sotomayor was nearby. What's up, Chris? What's good? You know, so just because having little online bickering with the one Mr. Tommy Sotomayor, because I decided to take a quick break at work where he was nearby, he was like within blocks of where I was, to say, you know what, I'm gonna see you on a real man-to-man level. What's good? Let's squash all the rah, and leave it at that. Oh, I probably will, J-Walk Chris, but you know what? It ain't really gonna be, that's not really that manly here because they don't really stress it. If I was in California though, yeah, you know, that'd be an issue. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll jaywalk just for the fuck of it. But back to yeah, me meeting Tommy and taking a picture or whatever. Who gives a fuck? If as Lamar Wills likes to say, he likes to say that Tommy's nobody, he's not important. Well, if that's the case, then why was there any importance of me going up to him and saying what up? Why would that have any semblance of being show worthy or even mention worthy if you did not consider that man an important figure? All you're doing is promoting the thought, the idea that that man is an important, special person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even go online or live and say, hey everybody, I met Tommy Sotomayor or anything. It was just, did it, said what up, went back to work, went about my day. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the one thing right there. All Mr. Wills has done was let it be known that he finds that person, that he finds Tommy Sotomayor to be a very important man. What's up, Robert J? Leading to, I guess, Robert J, you can kind of segue into the next point, as you have brought up already in your video. I'm not as good with the accurate date as you are, but near 1 year ago to this day, September 16th, whenever the fuck it was, right? LA himself made cool with Tommy, and they were actually going to do a show or whatever together. Am I right? Right. You know, like he wants all that meats to himself, as he would say. Like, oh, if I'm not cool with him, nobody can be. Right? When I put it this way, Tommy was giving everybody his card or whatever. I wasn't even on that. I didn't even take his card. I didn't take none of that. Not that, you know, I got an issue with him, but I'm like, look, I'm already coming kind of on some humble, hat in hand. Yo, my bad for whatever our little beefs or whatever had to do with. Peace it out. I'm already on that level, so I just left it at that. You know what I'm saying? I did not even go to drinks with them. I went right back to work, because I think that's another thing. People think that I went out, we got drunk, had a good time. I mean, quite honestly, I would have if I ain't had shit to do. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even do that. My shit was like real brief. Chilled, chopped it up, talked about whatever. We bumped heads on a couple issues. He tried to explain his part, I explained my part. And at the end of the conversation is, look, we're never gonna agree on this, so I respect that you have your viewpoints, I got mine, it just is what it is. That don't mean that you're suddenly equated to a George Zimmerman or some old crazy goofball shit like that. I don't understand that. Because Lamar, this is the same George Zimmerman or KKK Klans member that almost a year ago to this day you were willing to do a show with, and that you actually praised and said that he is good for black people based on the fact that he's successful in his endeavor and what he does. This is what you said. You knew that he had roasted Trayvon, George Zimmerman, all that shit already. You knew that he equated black women to people that should be burnt in Auschwitz, and he's the black Hitler and all that. You knew all that shit that near 1 year ago, that 11 plus or whatever months ago. You knew that he was taking showers with his 20-year-old daughter. You knew all that shit, right? Yet, you were going to do a show with him. And this is a very important part. Sad thing is, well, I was trying to end. Word. Instead, there you go with the date, September 12th, 2016. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Good shit, right? Now, here's another thing that's a very important distinction, because sometimes you got to look at the small details, right? After they made their peace, I think it broke up like probably in less than 24 hours from the time of them making peace or whatever, right? But what was the catalyst? What is the thing that fucked it up? A, it was a lot of trolls saying that you sucked the ring, you licked the belt, you know what I'm saying? You deep-throated his toes, toe rings, and all that other shit. Yes, the trolls played a role, but, and to Lamar's own admission, he said that shortly after they made peace, that Tommy then proceeded to cook him, then proceeded to diss him a little bit, like an hour or two later on his show or whatever, right? And that's why he just went back to Mr. Soto shower and all that other shit in reference to Tommy. Now, why is that important? What's happening, LJ? What's good? Nightcrawler, what's popping? Opportunist groupie, thank you. Get a job. I'm 40-year-old roadie for a subpar rap group. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm not 40, but thank you. Yeah, why is that important? Because basically once he got dissed, basically they made peace, everything was cool. And then once he dissed him, once Tommy dissed him and broke the relationship, so to speak, up. Right? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. In New York, you always got all types of disturbances and shit going on. So yeah, once they made cool, and then I guess once Tommy cooked him shortly after, that's what broke up the situation. Now, it would be different if after they made peace, LA came to his senses and said, you know what? Fuck this nigga. He's a Hitler. He's a George Zimmerman, all that. I'm not going to be cool with him. Fuck that. No. He stopped being cool with him, according to his own admission, because Tommy is the one that cooked him shortly after. You know what I'm saying? So you see where I'm going with this? It's kind of like, basically he got dumped. They made peace. They were going to go out on a date. They were going to do the show together, whatever. Nice candlelit dinner and everything. And then Tommy said, you know what? Fuck this nigga, and dumped him. And then he went back to being all that other shit. What up, Juan? Yeah, that's probably a troll account. Nightcrawler, I don't know. Who cares though? Let me see, watch the marker. If he takes the mic, yeah. I don't know, but one thing I didn't like, cause if y'all notice, if anyone saw me on Tommy's show last night, right? Okay. Even after all that, even after me being titty boy, baseball bat legs, all that other fly shit, I still was very reserved. Like Tommy was trying to cook him. Like I did not do what LA and Tommy did to Mike Mills during that time. That was like the little preview or the little catalyst that actually got them to be cool for that period of time. If y'all remember, it was precipitated on LA and Tommy cooking the king of Donkey Kong Country, Mike Mills, right? So you notice when I was on Tommy's show, I did not do that. I actually still try to encourage the good points about him. I say, yeah, I think LA deep down, he got a good heart, shit like that. And I'm not feeling him roasting his kids. I'm not a fan of Tommy like roasting his kids. I think all that kids should be left out of it. Cause what's up V Dub? Because real talk, all 7 of them children, LA went through a lot to give birth to them. Beautiful children. He went through a lot squeezing them little youngsters out. You know what I mean? So definitely should not do that to a mother like that. With his wide ass hula hooping hips. Yeah, because I think someone even said something about had a Triple H thing, homeless hobo something. I'm like, nah, he's Triple H because he got hula hooping hips. That's what it is. Warp Tribal Views, yes he does. Wow, you right on the money, RJP. Tribal views, like I'm connecting with exactly like zeroing in on where you're at of why you say that. And what you said about if you try to be a spook by the door, he'll just fuck it up. You absolutely right. I peeped that. Show my titties, faggot. What kind of comment is that? You're asking a man to show his titties and then I guess you're talking about yourself. I'm a faggot, show your titties. Monkey Mills, yeah, absolutely. Best city in the world, but you have no life. Oh, I got a great life. Prime Minister of Donkey Kong Country. And also, look, I also look good. What I said in that one song, that was actually meant for you, asshole. How can your words stick to me like glue when I beat off with a stick who you beat off to? Monkey Mills was in mind. MMM, Monkey Mills minded when I wrote that line. So enjoy it. You know, keep giving me my props. Keep basically bowing down and saying, yes, I regard you as a greater being than I. So that is why I must keep talking shit about you. Because now I'm referring to you, talking about from your perspective, because I am very ugly. I got fucking dirt ball hair twists that ain't gonna go nowhere. My lips is all fucked up. I got like 8 lips in one. I got a fucking slash across my cheek. I'm all fucked up in the game. I'm fucking 5 foot nothing. You know, I'm a bitch. Anytime I got beef with people, if I'm ever nearby them, I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna do shit about it. I'm a fucking little bitch, which you absolutely are. And all that shit you was talking about, the gonzo nose nigga being 6'5". What up, it's Mike Mills. Bitch, please. Come back to New York, talk the shit. I'll meet you any day, any time of the week. And I'll punch your little faggot ass. But peace, though. What else we got? It's the best thing that could happen to LA.
No, actually,
I look like Lurch. Thank you. Pardon me. And you look like the type of person that would try to talk about a man's looks because you're so fucked up looking. You know? So, it is what it is. Look at them keep going on mad and shit. Oh, it's fun. It's hilarious. Cook me begging for, well, Governor Stiles can eat a fucking dick too. I actually kind of want to fall back on that because, you know, he's going through whatever he's going with his lady's mom's just passing. I feel bad for that. But at the same time, you can't threaten people and talk all this shit and expect everything to just be peachy keen. So fuck him. Eat 5 asses, bitch. What's my name, Jafar? I don't think I got a name yet, do I? Oh, I'm in the city. I'm going to Ludlow? Somewhere on Ludlow for something or another. Real quick. Yeah, but you know, keep it up. Primate. Yeah, like I hit by a car and he would at least have a hospital bed. Oh wow, yeah, right? But yeah, I mean LA knows hospitals because every time he has childbirth, you know, he's in a hospital bed delivering. LA's new name should be Bertha. Because he gives birth a lot. Real talk. So I don't know how influential I am around here. I'm one of the lower tier motherfuckers. But if we could make Bertha stick, that's dope. Because he definitely gives birth a lot. They named him Lamar after Lamar's class. You know what I'm saying? With them fucking hula hooping hips he got. You know what I mean? Where do you work? Bum, delivery boy? Yeah, I'm all that. Good shit. But if you want to know where I work on a couple sites. I'm doing real estate. I used to do short sales. Right now I'm negotiating and trying to sell my house. And hopefully that could bring like 6 figures to my life. That'll be really cool. Yeah, and on some real talk, if you ever want to chop up game on some real estate, all jokes aside, I'm down to do that because I'm all about networking and getting that bread. So all this little bullshit aside, because as I understand, I don't know the details, but as I understand, you are engaged in real estate or something or another like that when you're not being a web-footed nurse. And yes, I do recognize, Chris, that you've taken the webfoot thing, but hey, you know, you're like a stereo broadcaster. You're gonna definitely make that stick way better than I can. So yes, please keep it up. So yeah, I have to use that. Yeah, man. What else we got going on? Governor, he needs to address Styles about the begging to on Tommy situation. Buy a car, bum? I don't want to buy a car. How about that? And here's another thing. Okay, yes, let's say I am broke. So what? I'm not one of those people that have to rely on finances to feel good about myself. Obviously, like, see, you're boxed in to have to rely on finances. I hope you're not broke, because that means you would really have nothing. You look like shit. You're built like shit. You're a pussy. So I would hope you have money. I really do hope you have money. I'm the type of nigga, I don't even need to have money. I get the things that people with money use their money to get. Women and all that fly shit. Usually I'm real humble, but I see with some of y'all niggas, I kind of got to throw a little weight around and really let niggas know what it is. I might bag a shorty in the spot just to show you what it really is and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, I hope you do have money. And right now, am I broke? Yeah, my finances are a little on the low side right now, to be honest. But see how I could confidently say that? Oh, I'm down to do the pour out Little Dookie remix. I ain't taking none of this shit to heart like that. Tommy Sotomayor groupie, wanna be rapper, all that shit. So what y'all think? Should I go on this tour? I got a tour in October, but it's gonna be for like a month. Tour of Canada. Never been to Canada. And it's one entire month. So I'm just debating whether or not I'm gonna do it. Plus I might have a court date for this house that may kind of conflict with that. So we'll see. I'm a roadie. Yeah, a lot of the work I have been doing has been roadie work, and it's a lot of fun. Absolutely. But I do perform. I am working on an actual official album. You know, I got a nice little connection. I'm gracious and I'm happy to have those things going on for myself. So, Mike Mills, I hope you have things in your life that you're grateful of that go on for yourself too. Children, whatever it is. I hope you have something that you hold on to that gets you up every day and makes you feel good about yourself. At 40 years old. I keep telling you I'm not 40 years old, but sure. Aren't you 40? Didn't you say you're 40 years old? You know what I'm saying? You look like 400. You look like the ancient spirits of evil. You know what I'm saying? You got one of them looks where you just always gonna look an old ass age. When you were a kid, you probably looked 85. You just got like that permanent fucked up look to yourself. You a fucking ugly ass nigga, P. Can I get a U for ugly if this nigga Mike Mills is just an ugly motherfucker inside and out? I ain't even just talking about facially, visually. I'm talking about as a person and all that shit. Can we get some U's? You have a faggot, unlike me who has a woman. Why, thank you. Yeah, and I'm sure you're gonna post more of your woman other than just the car done tattoo, as Chris pointed out, on her man boobs. Now that person has man boobs. You want to talk about man titties? That thing that you took a picture of on the boat. Yeah, yeah, ain't nothing jiggling. What the fuck you talking about? But I mean, hey, carry on. See, I see things for what it is. When people want to take time to roast you and give you this much, that much attention, it's basically you acquiescing to me. It's you saying, look, I admit I am inferior to you. So that's why I gotta roast and talk all that shit to you. I, on the other hand, I actually have no interest in talking shit back to you. Aside from replying to your dumb shit. Like, you're not interesting. Your show sucks. You're a piece of shit. And yeah, you're a faggot. And yes, if you ever see me in New York and you want to get punched in the face, I would do it. I'd rather be on some peace shit, but yeah, if you come with all that rah-rah shit, I'll knock your fucking head off, bitch. Lose weight, fat boy. Where these U's at? Because this is an ugly motherfucker. Punched in due face. Yes, he's due for punches in face. Watch for entertainment. Well, I think Bertha is very entertaining. Let me show y'all the, cause this nigga's getting hard looking at me and shit. Ass Styles. There we go. Styles cannot answer that question. He's never been in my presence. But you, we know you pussy. Like, there's like zero question about it, the fact that you pussy. Didn't you recently come to New York? See, I peep shit. I believe you said that you came to New York about maybe 2 months ago or some shit like that. Now, right before you bringing your little retarded, goofy, Down syndrome looking ass to New York, you were cooking, roasting me, and all that other so-called bullshit, right? And I noticed it was like an immediate halt right at the time that you were supposedly or had came to New York. And then I believe when you were back in Georgia or whatever, you went back to roasting me. See, I noticed these little things. So you basically pulled the pussy move right there. I already saw it for what it was, because you were like, look, if I actually see this motherfucker, I don't want to be currently engaged in talking shit about this nigga. So I know what it is. I already know what it is. Well, Jafar, that's you know, he's the circulatory system of the sector. You know, he keeps people in tune with what's going on. He's still not welcome by the hood. But that's like the most bitch shit anyway. Ask Styles. I'm talking to you and you gotta involve another motherfucker. That's grade A pussy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your pussy was for sale, you would get top bill on that. You implicate another man in a man to chimp discussion. That is some wild shit. You just expose yourself. But bumped into Tommy, right, groupie? Hey, yo, yeah, speaking of which, V-Dub, if ever you ever want to just chill and kick it, you know, I'm down for it, brother. Shit, even if you're nearby now, if you want, I could text you or on Hangouts or whatever, show you where this thing in Ludlow is, if you want to come through. Saturday, I don't got shit else to do. 1 in 5 antisocials are sociopaths. Yeah, real talk. All right, I think I gotta start heading eastward. I just like to be out in the summertime. It's fun. At least one penis in his life. Scream semen swallower. All right. But yeah, on some real shit, I wasn't trying to really join in on that like roasting. I wasn't trying to like double team up against them, because I saw where Tommy was going with the shit or whatever. That's why I kept throwing a couple encouraging words, you know. Now, you know, childbearing hips and all that, that's just because I'm titty boy and shit. So, you know, I'm a replying kind, but I ain't gonna be on some chump shit and, you know what I'm saying, try to gang up on a nigga. That's another thing I wanted to say about meeting someone. Is I had to ask myself, because sometimes I do checks and balances on myself. People saying, oh, you trying to meet Tommy because you're a groupie because he's this and that, the third. Because, you know, sometimes you have your outer conscience and you have your inner conscience. My outer conscience that's presented to the world, hard body, says, no, I'm not on it like that. But sometimes as people, we fool ourselves. So I had to ask myself, I had to ask my inner conscience, was I really on some groupie shit or whatever? Was it just because, oh, he's a this, he's a that? And then I asked myself, because we have a situation we could compare it to. If Brian Vlogs, who's probably the polar opposite in notoriety, in this YouTube shit, if he were in New York City, right where I'm working at the time, with our little issues that we got going back and forth, roasting songs and all this other bullshit, would I have been just as enthusiastic to walk up to him and say what up and squash the shit? And the answer is yes. I would absolutely do the same thing for Brian Vlogs. Even a monkey ass nigga right here. If I see you, I'm gonna be like, yo, what up? Space. I'm gonna holler at you and I'll take it from there. Cause even with the Tommy shit, it could have went bad. He could have been like, nigga, get the fuck away from me. Whatever. He could have had some big bodyguard nigga with him trying to talk all that shit to me or whatever. I didn't know how it was gonna go. I just went with the flow. And yeah, Mike Mills, if I see you, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't come on some bullshit, but if you try to take it there, then I'm gonna reply in kind. Maybe a nasty bitch spreading disease even faster. But yeah, so Brian Vlogs, I would do the same thing. All that homo shit aside and all them crazy ass jokes, if that nigga was nearby on some visiting New York shit, I would reach out and I'd be like, yo, what's good? And put aside whatever differences are. Now at the same time, that don't mean that all of a sudden I think Brian Vlogs is a great rapper. I still stick to what I think. I think Brian Vlogs needs improvement. Because when I met Tommy, it wasn't like, oh, all of a sudden I agree with your ideas and your ideals. No. We had a discussion even right then and there. And it was like, look, we're always going to disagree on this, but that don't mean, I can't chop it up with you and say what up. Same thing with Brian Vlogs. I'm still going to believe he could be a much better MC than he currently is, but that don't mean I can't say what up and chop it up and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Get a job, roadie. Bum roadie, pardon me. Look, Styles is going through what Styles is going through. So I try to put myself in the position of other people, because I think we could make a lot more headway when it comes to being, making peace with each other, when you just take a second to reflect and put yourself in another person's shoes. And I noticed, because like I said, I try to notice details. Styles actually does that. We're talking about something, and he was talking about when he picked G. Spence up in Chicago before they made that move or whatever. And he was saying how he had everything ready for him. He had food, bought him some kicks, all that shit, whatever, right? Because then we were talking about some other potential thing that we might have done and how he would do it with me. And he said, and I noticed it's the little intimate details that give me a good view inside of how someone's makeup, how they are as a person is. And the one thing he said, he was like, yeah, about your food, I would find out. I wouldn't just have any general food for you to eat. I would find out, are you an on-the-go type of eater, or are you a big meal eater, things like that. And I would try to cater to that. And I thought that was dope. And that's kind of what I'm talking about right now. What that man must be going through, where his other half, his better half, whatever you want to call your female counterpart that you're with near 20 years, she lost her mother that they've been taking care of for 3+ years and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So all this YouTube bullshit aside, I try to think what he must be going through. And that's why I even told Tommy on the show yesterday. I'm like, yo, that man just lost, because I think Styles flipping on him or whatever came after he had lost his mother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? So I basically said, yo, get a man some time to breathe and take it from there. Maybe when you get back to Arizona, So this way he knows it ain't about whatever. So that's what I try to do. I try to put myself in another person's psyche, in another person's mind, in another person's shoes, so I could better have an understanding of what fuels why they're doing this or what fuels why they're doing that, even if they're in opposition to me at the time. You know, it helps in relating a lot better. My fake concerned faggot. Thank you. Right. Just, you know, just like this Mike Mills character. I already know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know why you're here right now talking all that shit about me. I can easily put myself in 4 feet shorter than I am. A whole lot of female attention and notice than I may currently have. Shit, a whole lot of female attention and notice than the most average man in the world may currently have. Yeah, you know, just being all fucked up in the game. Maybe got a little paper and holds on to the value of having money like it's everything in the world because you don't have shit else going for you. So money is everything. I got more money than you. I got more money than you. Well, shit, I hope so. I hope you got something going on for your damn ass, right? And yeah, and basically I pity you, in essence. You know what I'm saying? That you have to, you know, break your neck looking up to me, first off, looking up to me, and then throw all these insults and things like that. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be all right. You know, whatever you got going on, get more of it. Whatever you got going for yourself, multiply it. Do your thing. Go to your sector, bitch. And that's another thing too. These little niggas putting me through the ringer. They kind of let me know that I gotta fall back from this sector shit anyway. Cause I've been spending way too much time with y'all motherfuckers. And I think y'all motherfuckers been spending way too much time with each other. And you kinda gotta fall back too. Cause I was looking at, you know, Vic Damone doing 25-hour-a-day shows and all that. And I'm like, yeah, on one hand, that shit is obsessive. But on the other hand, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, well, shit, I'm consuming this shit for a lot of my wake-up time that I am awake, that I am awoke. I'm actually watching the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, am I any better? I may not be putting on the show. At least he has the show going on, getting donations and all this other fly shit. You feel me? I'm just watching the shit. You know, when I'm working, when I'm doing whatever, I got my headphones on, whatever. Shit, I had to go to court when I was screaming on, when Styles was screaming on me back and forth. Had my headphones listening to the shit. Minutes before going into the courtroom to talk to, you know, to battle some Jew-ass lawyer and some potentially crooked-ass judge regarding the house. My mind should not have been anywhere near this sector shit. That's the big point. You know what I mean? What up, Joey? Hit me in the text. Yo, holla, say something in the room. Let these niggas know what it is. My man just wrote Tone beefing with niggas on YouTube. Oh man, Joey reminds me of my man. Joey reminds me of Styles. Very similar. Both good lyricists. Both have a similar, I guess, swag to themselves. But yeah, man, you know, holla in the chat room, fam. But yeah, I said I gotta put this shit down. So going through this little roast ringer that I'm going through, it's kind of healthy. Kind of says, you know what, you need to step away from this shit just a little bit. I don't gotta run, not to the point where I'm running away from the motherfucker. But ease up off it just a little bit. That's what I need to do. Because I've always been of the modality that if there ain't no money in it, shouldn't be putting that much stuff into it. Shit, Joey, if you hearing this and you in the chat room, let these niggas know about my hustle ethic, about how I get down. You can let them know anything you want that you want to let them know about me. That's one thing about me. I'm an open book. You know? Because I'm official Gristle, so I'm not one of them niggas that, oh, I don't want to know about this, don't want to know about that. Shit, open my book. You know, you'll have a great read, guaranteed. Elm City in the building. Only has white real-life friends. That's funny. Oh, you can't beat them, outstream them. Too bad it hasn't worked for Slapper. Folks make YouTube matters into a tribal cult. Watch out for those types dangerous. You are absolutely right about that. Even them Soto Nation niggas, them niggas definitely be on some tribal cult shit. I'm not trying to cook Tommy or them niggas or nothing like that, but they go hard. They go very hard. You know what I mean? When you got money and influence, yeah, you could be dangerous. Fuck Soto Nation. That's what City says. Your book is vapid empty. My book is vapid empty. Well, would you care to be part of the storyline, Mr. Primate? Well, lots of the Soto Nation folks, yeah. Jay, look at those words. OT, what's good with you? I see you doing your thing. Yo, everybody check out OT82. He's starting to make videos and all that. Please subscribe to the homie. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is good as long as you have a life outside of it and can dip in and out. Saul Lamar referring to his videos as his babies and intellectual property. Wow, that's real. Supplying them support is dope. They are diehard supporters. That's real talk. You know, cat roasting now. The champ keep calling Tone Titty Boy. I'm 2 Chainz out this bitch. All right. Well, Lamar's new name is Bertha, if we can make that stick. Because he gave Bertha a lot on his back, pumping them babies out. Cute kids, beautiful children. You know, I ain't saying nothing bad about the kids. You know, he did his thing. 7 and 2 is a possible, something like that. He got a nice game of spades hand going on. But piece of shit who knows he's a piece of shit. Real talk. Getting jealous. I don't know. I like the fact that he don't take shit to heart. Bertha, that is. Triple H. Hula hoop hips. But some of y'all niggas, man, you go through a little roast and it's the end of the world. Like, your feelings get like very, very hurt. That shit crazy. Ex-girlfriend looks like a transsexual. She looks like, tried out for Bobby Valentino. I don't know. But so, you know what? I'm gonna have to holler at my man, because, you know, I've been chopping up with y'all niggas and shit, and I don't even know where this thing is. So I'll probably come back on when I'm in the spot. Hopefully there's some ladies, and I get some people to, you know, get a nice little cipher going on, and we'll do this again. All right, so yeah, thanks for coming through. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Definitely subscribe to the homie OT82 and Mike Mills Eats Dookie.